Hello, my name is Hana Gebru. I am a first generation American. I'm Ethiopian American. I speak English. I can somewhat speak Spanish. I can comprehend it. I also speak a little bit of Amharic as well, which is my native language of the Ethiopian language. And I can fluently comprehend that language as well. I am a graduate student at Antioch University. I am doing my internship at Lairdy Wellness Group. I got my bachelor's from Towson University for psychology. I've worked in the past with children and adolescents with behavioral challenges, behavioral emotional challenges. I've worked in school settings. I've worked in residential settings. Um, I also have a lot of background in like physical therapy and like chiropractic care. That's something that I'm also passionate about, like merging physical and somatic wellness with the mental health component of counseling. I was a student athlete. Um, so yeah, working out physical activity is very important in my life, in my personal care routine. So I have a little bit of background in cognitive behavioral therapy and person-centered and client-centered approaches in counseling. I also really love narrative therapy as a clinical approach to counseling. I mentioned earlier, like somatic practices and nature therapy, going on walks with clients. I've found to really ground and bring in that the physical aspect of wellness and like the physical present presence, and it just really helps to facilitate mindfulness, which I also think is a big part of mental health counseling. So in my free time, I work out a lot. I run long distance events, like anywhere from 5 to 10K. I've never done a marathon, but I would be interested to run my first marathon sometime in the soon future. Yeah, in the near future. Um, yeah, I like to cook. I like to um, just like center wellness and different wellness practices. I have animals, I have dogs, so I like to go on walks with them. Yeah, I am also a Christian, so I like to spend time in community with, other Christians or do Bible studies, read and study the Bible. Yeah. So I have reflected on, what demographic of people or, the different categorizations that I've gravitated towards in the past. I'm willing and able to work with any demographic, any age group. I've I've always had a soft spot for I've always had a soft spot for children and adolescents just because that developmental stage is very precious and it's very delicate. So that's like very near and dear to me. As far as like clinical issues, I would love to work with people experiencing depression or anxiety, different identity rooted issues. Uh, yeah, I would work honestly with any individual or any diagnoses. I would say that non-judgmental listening, like that is my what I really have to offer in this field. I love to cultivate a safe space for my clients and make sure that anyone that I'm speaking with or that I'm facilitating therapy with, that they feel welcome and open to share anything with me. I would like to think that I'm very empathetic. I'm a good listener, as I've been told. Yeah, so just openness and a safe space. And I think that really sums it up. Cultural humility is something that is very salient to my identity as a counselor. Like I mentioned before, I'm a first generation American, so I have various different cultural backgrounds. Even aside from ethnicity, I I identify with various different groups. I'm a Christian. I'm a woman. I'm a young adult. Like I have all of these identities to me in a way. So I like to be as humble and like as open to learning about other cultures as I can be, because as diverse of a person as I am, I can't know about every culture or every background, but I'm postured to learn and to, grow in my understanding of different cultures. I will let them tell me their story. Like I'll let them feel comfortable enough to educate me, wherever I may be falling short in my understanding of their different cultural backgrounds. Yeah, just like going back to that listening is like central to my practice. I would definitely lean more towards incremental. My success as a counselor relies solely on the experience of my client, um, because I am very client centered in the way that I want to practice. Tracking their progress and their willingness to share and their experience of the counseling, I feel like that would really define, my perspective of success as a counselor. I've always been an outlet for people, and I love helping professions, all helping professions. I mentioned before that I've also worked in like physical therapy, and healing is just it's my life's calling. So that has always been a passion of mine, and it just so happens that life kind of guided me through my experiences and through my strengths and my gifts to this field, which is mental health counseling. So, really countering burnout and preventing, that experience from myself, I I think is so important, because a lot of the time, helping professionals or counselors, we can neglect our personal health, like, as a sacrifice unto others, especially seeing it through that like religious lens. I've seen that pattern in the past for myself, and creating a self-care plan, having a plan ready in place for those days that I do feel a little bit more impacted by my clients' stories, and having my support system as well is really important to ensure that I'm able to not only be, well for myself and for the people around me, but also for my clients. Yeah. I think it's like a full circle thing. Like I have to be okay to be there for people. In the past, I've, asked myself, why should I be a therapist? Why, you know, what do I have to offer that other therapists don't have to offer? And in the most humblest way, like there is no one like me, in the same way that there's no one like my client. Like we're all unique in our different ways. And I think because of my backgrounds and my different lived experiences, I'm able to offer a fresh and unique perspective in a way that will be really beneficial for a specific client or clientele. And yeah, I think the thing that we all have that is so like special and unique to us is ourselves. Like we have our unique lives and our unique experiences, our unique personalities, and I think that that is like what I bring to the table as a counselor. Whenever someone asks me for, recommendations for Ethiopian food, I always just say you have to get an injera platter. It has, it's like our staple dish, and it has everything. Like you can literally sample everything that Ethiopia has to offer as far as food. Yes. So I would tell that friend to just do it. It can be very scary to be vulnerable with someone that you've never met. And you always have the option to change your therapist if, if it doesn't go as well as maybe you had anticipated. But yeah, it's very beneficial to have someone to talk to, and kind of have like a sounding board, because a lot of us, we know that reflecting and we know that journaling is really good. So how much better, you know, a person who's trained to like basically be a professional listener.